My name is Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. We are back today for our normal activities, which is having everything to do with hair, practical about hair. We talk about hair and we do practicals as well about hair, braids tutorials, if I may be precise. Thank you for joining. Amy, Emerald, you're all welcome. Eldels, as you're joining, let's go ahead and please share the live. Let's bring other people in. Thank you so much from Facebook. I'm streaming on my 3 platforms now because yesterday I didn't stream on the Facebook because there was some technical problems going on. So now I'm on Facebook, you're welcome. If you're on TikTok, you're welcome. And if you're on YouTube, you're highly welcome. So today, thank you so much, Amy. Thank you so much, Abacock users. Thank you, everyone. Let me go ahead and share from here. So we're going to start straight away to start doing our lessons. If you're here, get your mannequins ready. Get your mannequins ready, share the live, like the live. You know the normal thing to do for us to get into the class. Let's go ahead and do it. Let me share from here to get other people notified that we will be starting the class in just one few minutes. So thank you so much if you're just joining. If today is your first time of joining the class, you're welcome. In this class, we talk about hair, we do practicals about hair, we discuss a lot of things about hair, braiding to be precise, and other things as well. So I've just shared the videos here. So let's go ahead. If you're here this morning and you don't know how to braid, you have no idea about braiding at all, just come closer, come closer. Here is your time. Because the sections, the way we run this class is at first thing in the morning at 12 p.m. because the class starts 12 p.m. UK time. The first thing we do, we normally put people through, give them a certain technique that doesn't know how to braid at all. But most people know how to braid. So after these lessons, we're going to get into adding extensions into braid. Adding extensions into braid in different techniques. I'm going to show you different techniques of adding extensions into braid. So in order not to waste our time, let's go ahead and start now. Thank you, Head Hustler, for joining. Onyade for joining. Thank you if you're just joining. Thank you so much. So today, maybe you just be hearing my voice or you're just passing by. You don't know what I'm trying to talk about. What we're talking about here is like learning how to do braids, turning this hair the way it is to this hair. So what we do as a braider is that we use this hair to showcase our artistic skill. As a braider, what we use, when you see artists drawing, they use pencil, they use pen, they use a blackboard, they use paper, painting to showcase their own artistic skills. But we, as a braider, we use hair to showcase our artistic skill. So now, if you don't know how to braid at all without extension, this is a section for class that we have to do this. You're all welcome as you're joining. As you're joining, begin to share the live to other people, because the more you share the live, the more it's going to benefit people from learning skills. So now, let's not waste our time, because this class, when we start this class, we don't going to repeat this section of class. I don't repeat it. It has to be maybe next week, because our class is always Monday to Friday. But last week I have time on a Sunday. I just pop out on Sunday. So on the weekend, if I'm free, I just come out on the weekend for the benefit of those that are always busy in the weekdays going to work. So I just once in a while come out in the weekend to let them know that we have classes going on like this. So now we are going to start straight away by getting our hair. You have your comb. Always have your comb ready. If you have your mannequin and you don't know how to braid, come. This is the section of class that you have to learn now. So now we are going to have this hair comb. I hope everybody's seeing what I'm doing. Let me make sure that this place we are seeing everything I'm doing very well. I hope we're seeing what I'm doing. Let me set the cameras very well to make sure that everybody's seeing what I'm doing and position myself. Okay, now I think it's a little bit better now. Let me position myself. 1 minute, just 1 minute. Let's position myself. Wow. I think it's, thank you so much. I think it's a little bit better now for us to, yes, be able to see. Let me raise this one up. I want to make sure that we are seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, let's raise the mannequin up a bit. I'm going to raise this mannequin up a bit now. So yeah, if you don't know how to braid and you're here, this is the time. We just have a little bit of technique of how you can get into braiding. By the time you get into braiding with those techniques, the next thing you're going to do is that we're going to be adding extension into braid using 6 different techniques, 6 different methods of adding extension into the braid after this lesson. So let's go straight away. What you're going to do, if you have your mannequin, bring it out. It doesn't really matter the section of hair you're going to be working with now as a beginner. The only problem is that if you have your mannequin, grab any section of hair, split it into 3. What I want you guys to know is, thank you, Diana Vlog. Thank you. Hey, so now look at it. What I want you to do now, we are going to do something like this. If you have your hair ready, go ahead and split your hair into 3 equal parts. And now when we're doing braids, what we do braids with our hands. We do braid with our hands. So the hands I'm going to mention, in case you hear me saying, oh, I'm using my thumb, that's my thumb. I'm using my index finger, that is my index finger. That I'm using the middle finger, that is the middle finger. That I'm using my ring finger, that is the ring finger. And this little one is the little or pinky finger. So when we are doing hair, the most important hands, the vital, other hands are supporting hands. The most important fingers that play vital roles is the thumb and index finger. You hear me mentioning thumb, index finger, hold it with your thumb and index finger. So let's go ahead and do this now. So this lesson now is for those that doesn't know how to braid at all. So what we're going to do now, you have your hair ready, section it into 3 equal parts. Section the hair into 3 equal parts. Like yesterday when we have the class, I didn't do this section of class, but I found out that because this class is a beginner's class, we can't be skipping this section of class. It's a beginner for even those that doesn't know how to braid the hair. This class is a beginner's class. So now section the hair into 3 equal parts. When you section the hair into 3 equal parts, the way I just did, I'm doing the same thing. If you have your mannequin, get your mannequin ready, section the hair you're going to work with now into 3 equal parts. So what you're going to do now, you have this one on your right hand, then we have this one in the middle, and we have this one on the left side. What are we going to do in this stage now? So as a beginner, if I ask you now, oh, go ahead and do this braiding, I know what you're going to do. Let me just assume it, and I'm really sure you're going to go ahead and start braiding this hair up like this. No, we do hair like that, but not in this stage, because when we're talking about braiding, we're talking about braiding hair that will take you up to 40 to 80 strands of braid. You're not going to be doing this all day. You're not going to get it like that. So that is why I'm here to tell you the little trick that you can use to just get into braiding. So instead of going up, we do hair like braiding up, yes. When you get to that stage after learning, please, ma, what time do you come on live? 12 p.m. We just started now. It's just 9 minutes now. We'll come in 12 p.m. UK time. 12 p.m. which is we just used about 9 minutes now. We just started. Please share the videos and bring other people in. So now we split this hair into 3 equal parts. What are we going to do now? This one on my right hand, this is on my left hand, and this one in the middle. So now you're going to grab this one on your left hand. We are not going to repeat this lesson. Please pay attention. If you're here and you have your mannequin ready, go ahead and join this class. But if you don't have your mannequin ready, you want to order for a mannequin for training because you really have passion for the hair, go ahead and order one. Because anything about hair needs practice. You don't just look at me doing the hair. At the end of the day, you'll just be thinking in your mind that I'm doing it in my mind, which you can also do, but we need your hands to be on the hair to make sure that you're practicalizing what you're being taught. So now, if you don't have your mannequin yet, go ahead and order for one. If you have, bring your mannequin out. So we split this hair into 3 equal parts. What are we going to do? I'm holding this one on the right hand with my thumb and index finger. That's my thumb and my index finger. I'll hold it. This one on my left hand, this is my left hand. I'm holding it with my thumb and index finger. Because I'm a right-handed person, when we're starting the braid, I'm going to move my right hand first. But then if you're watching me there and you're a left-handed person, no problem. The next thing you're going to do, use that hand that you are familiar with, go in with it first. Because I'm familiar with my right hand, I'm going to go in with my right hand first. If you're familiar with your left hand, go in with your left hand again first. So now, while I'm holding this hair with my thumb and index finger, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring this one I have on my right hand below like this. You see where I'm crossing it? I didn't go up. I know we do hair like that, but not on this stage. I'm bringing it below. So when you bring it below, bring your hands. Look at my hands. This one in the middle, just leave it. We'll come into the middle one. Look at the one on my right hand. Bring it in. When you bring it in, look at my hands. My thumb and index finger is holding the one on my left hand, while when I'm bringing this one from the right hand, I'll just use any of the hand to support this hair. Then you grab this one in the middle. Now you remember this one in the middle, grab this one in the middle. What are you going to do? Take this one in the middle, push it to your right hand, secure it now with your thumb and your index finger. Look at the way I'm holding it. Secure it with your thumb and index finger. Then now you go in with the one on your left hand. What are you going to do with your left hand? Bring it into your right hand. Look at me. Look at me. It's coming. Then you now use any of your hand to support it. This is a friendly beginner braiding, right? Then you now go straight to the one in the middle now, coming up. Pick it up. Use your thumb and index finger. Look at my thumb and my index finger to support it. The reason why I want you to support that hair with your thumb and index finger, because you're just starting. If you don't support it, it's going to unravel. But when you're holding it like this, the next thing, you're trying to build the base of this hair. You're trying to build the foundation and the base of the hair. By the time you build the base of this hair, it's easier for you to start braiding, because it now goes on the same pattern from your right hand to your left hand, from your left hand into your right hand. So let's continue. I'm holding this one with my thumb and index finger. This class is for those that doesn't know how to braid at all. I'm holding this one with my thumb and my index finger. Then you grab this one now in the middle, bring it in. Look at it. Bring it in. You bring it into, from your right hand, you bring it into the left. Then you see this one in the middle, grab it. When you grab it, push it to your right hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. What are you trying to do here? Look at it. It has already started forming your braid, but then you're holding it. Then you go again with your left hand. This is my left hand. Take it, bring it into your right hand. Look at me. Look at the hand. You just grab it or support it with any of your hand so that you can be able to hold this one in the middle. Then you can grab this, push it to your left hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. The reason why you're securing this with your thumb and index finger is for you to now grab the base, and now you're started forming your braid already. Then go again with this one on your right hand. Bring it into the left hand. In. Take it, bring it into the left hand. Thank you so much for liking the video, for everyone sharing the video. Go ahead and do, because it attracts more people to come in. Let's give this cheers for everyone supporting this live. God bless you for supporting the live. Let's go ahead and continue this lesson. When I finish this lesson, I'm not going to repeat this lesson. We're going straight ahead to start adding extensions into the hair. So if you're here, you don't know how to braid at all, look at the techniques. But the next lesson we're going to get into is adding extensions into the braid. So by the time you see me braid this hair, you understand how we're going about braiding if you have not braided before. But then watching me braiding without practice will not make any sense. The only thing is that if you have your mannequin already, go ahead and practice it. If you don't have, order one mannequin for yourself, the cheapest even. Keep it to be able to practice this hair. So let's go ahead. I'm holding this one. This is my right hand, as we all can see. Then I'll secure this with my thumb and index finger. This is my thumb and that's my index finger. Securing it with my right hand. I don't want it to unravel. Can you see what is going on here? Your braid is already forming. When you get to this point, there's nothing. You're securing it. I can even leave my left hand while I'm securing this one with my right hand. The next thing you're going to do, take your left hand, grab this hair, come in. You're bringing it in into the right hand. You hold it. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it, secure it with your thumb and index finger. The same thing. Take this one on your right hand, bring it into your left. Grab this one in the middle, push it to the right, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Take this one again on your left hand, bring it into the right hand. When you bring it in, you have this one in the middle, push it to your right hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Have you seen what is going on? The braids have already formed. And now the pattern, for the fact that you form this level to this braid, the pattern will now be the same. From my right hand into my left hand. From my right hand now into my left hand. Grab this one in the middle, push it to your right hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. From your left hand into your right hand, grab this one in the middle, push it to your left hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Grab this one again from your right hand into your left hand, grab the middle one, push it to your right, secure it with your thumb and index finger. From your left hand into your right hand, grab this one in the middle, push it, secure it with your thumb and index finger. What have you observed? Look at it. The braid is forming already. If you have started this with me, you'll be on the same level. That is the simple technique. If you can do a 8-year-old child, I just taught my daughter once with this. Before you know, she picked up the same technique. Thank you so much. You're all welcome. Ifa Buchi, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of you. I'm really grateful for sharing, for liking the videos. Let's give this chance to everyone. So now we'll go ahead and start braiding. For when you get to this level, there's nothing that will take this hair from your hands because the pattern has now getting into your hands. So you just go ahead and continue to do your braiding. From your right hand into your left hand, grab the one in the middle, secure it. From your left hand into your right hand, grab this one in the middle, secure it with your thumb and index finger. From your right hand into your left hand. Look at it. Simple as that. Before you know it, you've started braiding already. So let's go ahead. Thank you so much, Rosie, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Good afternoon. So now let's go ahead and start braiding. See me now. I'm braiding this hair now because there's no point. You now go from your right to your left, from your left into your right to secure it. Now you have the pattern. You go ahead and start braiding your head. That's a simple technique. If you can start this, do the base, continue with the same pattern. It's very, very easy for you to get into this. Look at it. Then now you just relax and start braiding your hair. Can you see what I'm doing? Very, very simple. Simple, simple, and simple and short. So now you go ahead and finish your braiding. Can you see what I'm doing? Very, very simple. So if you're just joining me, you missed this class at this point, I'm going to be saying we have videos that are related to this. But then if this live I'm doing on TikTok, they capture this section, I'm going to send it the way it is so that you can all remember what we have done so far when you're about to practice the hair. So I welcome everyone to the class. Now, this is the section of us having these braids done for the new beginners because this class is very, very friendly beginner. Everything we do from the scratch. Look at it now. Can you see how beautiful this braid is? Can everybody see it? If you have started it with this pattern, look at how nice and beautiful this braid is. Do you know why this braid is beautiful this way? Because I asked you to section this hair into 3 equal parts. When you section it into 3 equal parts, while you're braiding, the patterns are the same thing. It gets into the same. One side is not bigger than each other. You see, it now has that zippy pattern. That is how it is. Look at it. That is it. So now we are going to get into another lesson where we're going to add extensions into the braid. So this is the end of this lesson for this morning. So if you don't know how to braid, keep practicing. We have just shown you the little technique of getting into this braiding, which I have a video already in my account. But then if this one comes up, I'm going to send it as well. You go ahead and watch it when you're doing your practice. Thank you so much. So now we are going to move straight away into our lessons without wasting much of our time today. If you're ready with your extensions, if you're ready with your mannequin, we're about to do our practicals. Yes, you want to know how to add extensions into braiding. We've done the braiding now without extensions, and this one is going to be with extensions. And we have 6 methods or techniques that you can use in adding extensions into braid. When I show you how to do this method, the 6 of them online, you go ahead and try 6 of those methods. So any of the method that gets into your hands, please go ahead and use it. Any of the methods that you think is okay, go ahead and use it. So now let's go ahead and start our practical. We started and highlighted this hair yesterday, so let's go ahead and do it. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. If today is your first time of joining us in learning how to do this braid, you're welcome. Let me move the chairs and make sure everything, I have space to do the practical. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. Here we talk about braid, we learn about braiding, we do practicals, we do styles of the day, different styles of the day. Maybe on Monday I'm going to think of what we're going to do, or if we have enough time, I'm going to show you we're using crochets to start completing this because we've had it for a while now, we've not completed it. So if I finish with the lessons, then we'll do other things. But if we don't have enough time, we'll call it till Monday. then we'll continue our lessons. So now let's go ahead and do it. Get your things ready. If you're just ready watching me, let me adjust this to the extent that we can be able. I think it's okay like that. I think everyone can see it this like that. So yesterday when we started our practicals, we highlighted this hair. So as I'm teaching you how to highlight the hair as well. Now you go horizontally, highlight the hair horizontally. Then please, we need cornrows. We need cornrows. No, I've sent you videos for cornrows. We only teach braid online. Go ahead and do cornrows. I've sent in the videos. There are videos there you can watch for cornrows, the same way teachings. So just get your practical. When you learn, you know the most important thing, if you don't know how to braid, you might find it difficult to get cornrows. Go ahead and practice your braiding. Cornrows is almost the same thing. Instead of it going straight, it's going flat. Kindly power, thank you so much. Instead of it going straight, it will be going flat. So get familiar with your cornrows very first. But I have videos that you can watch to do your cornrows if you want to do cornrows. But if you don't know how to braid hair, you'll find it very difficult to do cornrows. Yes. If you don't know how to braid, it's going to be difficult for you to cornrow. So the next thing is to get familiar with your braiding first. Then before you know it, you get the same hand you use in starting, you just join it. You'll see the videos, section it into 3 parts. I've sent you so many videos for you to do cornrows. But sometimes I bring in things here that we can do that will make it easy for us. Let's go ahead and do this practical. If you're ready, I am ready. So this morning, let's go ahead and adjust TikTok. Then we'll put it on the same. Let's be on the same platform. So you're all welcome. If you're watching me from Facebook, you're welcome. If you're watching me from YouTube, you're highly welcome. I know you're watching me. And if you're watching me from TikTok, you're welcome. Thank you so much for everyone sharing the live and letting this live to be possible. So let's go ahead and do this. Look at the comb. I have my comb and you have the rattle comb. Then we have our extensions to work with. So now we have 6 methods. I'm going to be teaching you how to add extensions into the hair, the natural hair. So that 6 method, we split it into 2. One of the method has 3. That is, which is the rubber band method, has 3 methods in it. The other method is natural method. We have 3 methods in that one. So I'm going to start first with the rubber band method. Do you know the reason why we start first with the rubber band method? Because it's beginners friendly. It's beginners friendly. Even if you don't know how to do hair at all, when you start with that rubber band method, you'll be able to add extensions into the hair, braid the hair immediately. Try it and you see what I'm saying. But then we'll now gradually move up to the natural method, which is the method I want everybody to learn how to do. But then it's not going to stop you. If you don't know how to do the natural method, it's not going to stop you by braiding. You go ahead and use this first 3 method I'm teaching you to go ahead and start braiding until you keep learning how to braid naturally. So let's go ahead and start this. So these are my extensions that we're going to be working with, right? Then this is the hair we're working with. I hope you have your clips. Everything that is important for as a beginner is you have your clips, you have your comb, you have your extensions to do your hair. So go ahead and clip this hair. The reason why you're clipping this hair is that you're not working with this one, because if you don't clip it, it's going to be joining to the hair that you're working with. It will be inconveniencing you. We don't want it to happen like that. You go ahead and get your comb. We've already highlighted this hair horizontally. We are going to highlight it vertically. Vertically is that you start picking it like 1 inches. It depends on what you started with. Like I've already started parting this hair like 1 inch of a block method. So I will go ahead and continue to do that. But then if you started your own that is bigger than this, go ahead and do the same thing until you finish the hair. So now when we are taking this hair now, I'm highlighting the hair we're going to be working with. Take your rattle comb, come to the previous one you've done before, go underneath and take it. So now, the reason why we are doing that is that when I braid this hair, lay it down, it's going to cover this gap. It's a block method. If I braid this hair that I have taken now, it's going to come here and fall on top of this one. So it's covering that gap in between. So you'll not be seeing gap when you're doing your braid. So that is called the block method. It's like when you're laying your blocks, you know, you don't lay block to each other. You lay block like gaff. I'm not a bricklayer, but I think I've seen where they are doing it. So you bring the block, bring this one here, bring this one, you put that gap in between so that it will not collapse. The same thing as hair, so that it will just fall on each other. And when you put your hair down, mommy, I don't understand. Which one are you didn't understand? We've not started at all. Which one you didn't understand? Is it the braiding without extension, or which one, the one that we want to start now? You are a good teacher. Thank you so much. The Gracie, which one you didn't understand? Put it on the bricklaying. Okay, no, it's part of it. It's block. We're doing. Look at it. The method of laying this hair is a block method. If you don't know, it's called block method. Sometimes I don't want to be saying the terms here because we are beginners, so that we get used to all those things. When you're doing this hair, parting this hair, we are doing the block method. Really, what I just showed you is the block method. So let's go ahead and continue our training. Let's learn the braiding first, then gradually we'll know what move up to that. So now this is the hair we are working with. You go ahead and have your comb it out. When you comb the hair out, look at it. Always make sure you comb the hair that you're going to be braiding. Always make sure. Look at this one. Even the mannequin hair is tangled. You don't want to put extensions on a hair that is tangled. No, it's not ideal. So now the next thing we're going to be doing on this rubber band, please, can you part the block method again? Yes, don't worry, we are doing it. When I do this, I'm showing you the next hair we're doing. We're still here. We have a lot of hair that we've not parted, so that we won't waste our time. We don't have too much time. So it's not box method, it's a block method, not box method. Some people may call it a box method, but when you're laying it, you know that it's not. They call it box method because you're cutting it in box, right? But when you're laying the hair, it's covering it, is the block method. So now let's go ahead and do this. When we're doing this method, we have the rubber bands. We're doing the rubber band first, and with that rubber band method, we have three methods, right? One, you use the crochet pin to insert it, and we use the rubber band as well. Then the other method, you don't need the crochet pin, you just use the rubber band to insert it. I'm going to show you all the methods now. And the third one, either you need the crochet pin, or you don't need the crochet pin, or you don't need the rubber band for the third one. So we're going to do the first three methods first. Then when I do it, you understand it, we'll go ahead and do the natural method. Three methods I'm going to show you from the natural method. So now this is the rubber band we're going to be using. The rubber band comes in small sizes like this, not the big one. So in case you're buying your rubber bands, make sure you buy the ones that are smaller in sizes, right? Look at it, very, very small. Normally when I'm doing this hair here, normally you can use one. If one is working for you, go ahead. But then sometimes when I'm using this one to secure it, it just snap on the road. So I don't want it to snap. That is why I used to double it. For me, I double it. If you want, you can use it individually. If it can work for you, if it's not going to snap, that is fine. So now I've doubled this rubber band. As you can see, this method we're doing is the rubber band method if you're joining us for the first time. So they are all beginners friendly method. The reason why we're doing all those things is that as a beginner, you don't know even how to add the extensions into the hair naturally to secure it. So start with this method. Is going to help you. Before you know, you start braiding, then you now move gradually up to knowing how to use the natural method. So now look at the rubber band. You're going to take this rubber band, secure this hair, this portion of hair that you've already sectioned. You're going to secure this hair. When you secure it, go about 4 or 5 times. It depends on you. If it's secured enough for you, but not too tight when you're securing it. Don't make it too tight when you're securing the hair. If you go like I'm going now, this is the 5th one. Yes, when I'm doing the 5th one now, I see that it's secured. The next thing I'm going to do, you're going to split this hair into 2. When you split this hair into 2, move it like this. Look at it. I've moved it. The way you did it now is to secure the hair from the root and not too tight. The more you push this hair to the side, the more secured and tighter this hair is going to be. We don't want your clients or your kids or anybody that you're doing the hair to be complaining. So make sure it's secured but not too tight, because when the hair is tight from the root, the person carrying it will not be able to carry the hair because it's too tight. So we've done this section now. The next section that you're going to do now, grab your crochet pin. If you're seeing this crochet pin for the first time, look at it. It's a pin that we use in inserting hair. If it's your first time of seeing it, look at this. Is a crochet pin. It's used to do a lot of things. This crochet pin that you can see, a lot of things. I'll be showing you some things that you can do with this crochet pin, a lot. So it's better you learn it, even if you're not using this crochet to start doing this rubber band method continuously, but you know how to use this crochet pin because you're going to come across it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you so much. For those supporting the live, God bless you. So now open this crochet pin, has a latch to close it and open it. Can you see? It has a latch to close it and open it. All you have to do when you want to insert it, open the latch on, then you go ahead, go in the middle of this hair like this, insert this hair, insert the crochet pin. Can you see what I've done? When you insert it, it's like this. You go ahead and grab your extension. This is my extension. If you're working with your extension and you want this extension as a beginner, because most of the things I'm explaining to you now, you need to know them. If not, you'll be having the mistake going ahead. Now, if you want your extensions or your braids to become the same sizes, the way you see this one, go ahead. If you know you cannot be sectioning it the way I'm taking it now, go ahead and section your extensions on the rack or on the handle of a chair. Everybody have dining chair, or even if you don't have, look for something to place that hair in a way that when you take the first section, you weigh it like this. Okay, oh, this is one, then you take the next one, you do it like this, go ahead and weigh. This one is a lot, you reduce out of it, you section them on a chair. It's going to be easier for you when you're braiding. If you have like 10 or 15 there, when you keep braiding, when you finish using this, you go ahead again and do it. But for me, I'm not doing that because I'm used to knowing the sizes. That is why I just go ahead and pick the extensions the way I have it with me. So now this is the measurement of the extensions that we're going to be working with. Can everybody see it? Now the next thing we're going to do is that when you're having your extension, when you're braiding your hair, your extension should be ratio 2:1, in the sense that when the one you have on your right hand, I've splitted this extension into two. This one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. When I split it into two now, you understand what I mean. This is my left hand, this is 2, and this is 1. The reason is that when you cross this hair, for instance, it's going to be like this. Because we need 3 strands to do the extension, it's going to be equal. I'm going to explain it more when we get into doing the natural method. But this method now, we're not going to be crossing it. Now we have the smaller one on my right hand. We have the 2 times that is bigger on my left hand. What are you going to do? Take this one that you have on your left hand, keep it on one side. You're coming to pick it later. Then this smaller one you have on your right hand, go ahead and fold it like equal, make it equal, because we're going to be braiding, so that your braids is going to look equal. So when you take it equal like that, go ahead and form a loop like this. Can everybody see it? Form a loop like this. Look at the loop. When you form that loop, you now go straight to this crochet pin. Go ahead and insert all this hair into the crochet pin. Go ahead and insert the hair into the crochet pin. Then you use the lash of that crochet pin, then close it. Close it. When you close it, look at it, it's closing. Gradually pull this hair. Look at it. Gradually pull the hair. Let me see if it's holding on to the next hair. 1 minute. It's holding on to make sure that it's not holding on to the next hair. Let's make sure that, okay, now it's not holding on to the next hair. Put the hair in. When you put the hair in, you close it. Then you gradually pull it. When you pull it like this, it's going to, let's take this one out of the row. You release your crochet pin, put it on one side. When you release the crochet pin, put it on one side. Look at, let me clip this hair. Let me use, that is why we have our clip. You see this one in the middle that is disturbing? Take your clip, move it up to this one, hold it, so that we can finish up with this side. So now that you've inserted the hair with the crochet pin, this is my left hand. Look at my left hand. Hold this one-sided on your left hand. Then you go ahead, take your right hand. Now this is my right hand. Pull the other part of it out. Because if you don't do that, if you don't secure this hair with your left hand, what is going to happen now? When you pull it out, all the hair is going to come out with, then you start doing a double job. We don't want to do double job. So now the hair is, we've used our crochet pin to insert this hair. Can you see it? Now the next thing, release this one. Release the pin that you're using. If you find that the hair is not secured enough again because you have used your crochet pin to insert this hair, what are you going to do next? Open this one in two again. Just pull it a little bit. It's going to do what? Secure the hair more from the roots, but not too tight. Then you go ahead and release this one. Release the hair down. Release the extension down. Make sure they are all equal. This is it. Good afternoon. The way you find this hair is secured already. That is why it's beginner friendly. The time you're going to use your natural extension to be securing the hair, that is what you use the rubber band to do for yourself as a beginner, right? Then you now go ahead. Even most of the hair that I'm teaching now, even as a professional, you will still use rubber band on some styles. So when you're learning it for good, because you're going to still use it in future. So now you go ahead and grab this hair. You see the hair that you're holding, the one that is 2 times bigger than the hair. Go ahead and grab it. Measure it. Make sure they're in the same length like this. You hold it in the middle. Adjust your mannequin, because I'm working with mannequin. I want to position myself very well. Make sure that you're comfortable when you're doing hair, because sometimes you have back pain if you're not comfortable with your positioning. Even if you have your clients, you have your daughter, make sure you position your hair, because it's something that you stand for hours or you sit for hours to be doing. Make sure you're comfortable when you're doing hair. So now I'm going ahead now, grabbing this one that we inserted with my left hand. Can you see it? Then I'll now go ahead and take this one in the middle, place it. When you place it on top of it, using your thumb and your index finger, this is my thumb here, and that's my index finger, to secure the hair, and holding it firm, because we're going to start braiding immediately. So the only thing I'm going to explain on for this method that we're doing is that when you're doing not rubber band method, the hair in the middle, the extension in the middle only have the natural hair, which is, as a beginner, please don't worry, leave it and be braiding. When you get really into braiding, you're going to understand to sharing the natural hair to each other. But at this stage, please leave it, because we want you to get used to braiding the hair. Let's go ahead and braid this hair now. Now I have this one on my left hand, my right hand, which is my right hand. I have this one in the middle, then we have this one on the left hand. If you have started the class with me when I taught how to braid the hair, I said if you're a right-handed person, you go in with your right first to braid. If you're a left-handed person, go in with your left hand. So because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to go in now, grab this one on my right hand. What am I going to do? Bring it in. Look at it. Take it, bring it in. When you bring, this is very simple method for a new beginners. Very, very simple method. I'm going to grab it. Then I'll grab this one in the middle. Go ahead. Take this one on your left hand. Bring it in. You bring it into the right. Then you secure this. The next one, take this one again. Bring it into your right. And go ahead and start braiding. You see how simple it is to braid this hair? Now, because with this method, it's easy for you to braid your hair. You're not going to be flipping your hands here and there. Now, I'm braiding the hair already. The only thing I'm going to tell you about this middle that have the natural hair, since you are a beginner, you don't want to like split the hair, or if you split the hair, it's going to unravel what you're doing. Just go ahead, let the extensions in the middle cover the natural hair while you're braiding this hair. Look at, I'm using a black color on a brown shaded hair. You see, but then the color is not visible. The natural hair is not visible because I'm using the extension now to cover it. So let's go ahead and keep braiding. You see what I'm doing? I've started braiding the hair already. So this method is called the rubber band methods. We have 3 methods related to this method. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, this first one is that we use the crochet pin to insert the extensions into it. Now, I'm braiding the hair. I'm going to stop where the extension is and where the natural hair is. Then I'll show you what we have done so far. Then at the end of the day, I'm going to do the second method. The second method doesn't require the crochet pin, right? It doesn't require the crochet pin. You only go ahead and insert the hair. I'm going to show you how we can do it. So I've braided this hair to this point. Let's go ahead and see what we've done so far. Look at it. Can you see it? Very, very secured. Very, very secured. So as a beginner, you don't let anything stop you from braiding. Now, if you have done the same thing with the rubber band method, inserting this hair, nobody will tell you that you're not the one that did this hair, because you've inserted it, you've braided your hair straight away. Very easy, simple method to use. So now we'll go ahead straight away without wasting much of our time. We're going to go into the next method. It's a rubber band method as well, but then this rubber band method, how can this head? I didn't understand. Please, can somebody explain what she just wrote, because I didn't understand what she mean. Bebe, because what did you mean by how can this head? So now we are going into the next method. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. Let's give this cheers to everyone who's supporting this live videos. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for supporting. As you're sharing the live, as you're liking the live, you're attracting more people. You don't know who you're going to help by sharing this live. Most people want to learn a skill, but they don't know how to start. But now we're here for like 2 hours to be able to give you that boost and that foundation to like start doing the hair. So now we are going into the next one. This is my comb. You always have this comb, the rattle comb with the one combing it as well. So now you go straight to the hair. Look at the next one that we're going to take now. You go straight to the hair, the previous hair you've done before. Go in the middle like that. Grab the next hair and straighten it. Grab the next hair. When you grab it, the next hair that we're going to do, this, which is this one, is going to fall in place. Look at this one that we did now. It fall in place of this middle to cover it. Then this one now is going to fall in place of this, trying to cover the spaces that we have. So let's go ahead. This is the method. This is the hair we're going to be working with now. What are we going to do with all these ones? Take it, use your clip. Always have your clip. The hairs that you're not working with, always have your clip to move it away from where you're working with. Look at it. Use it to hold it so that it will not distract you from doing that. Then always comb the hair you are working with. Look at the comb. That is why we have the comb. When you part the hair with this, then you comb the hair. Go straight and comb the hair. So that, because you're not going to insert extension in a tangled hair, right? Always comb the hair when you're doing braids, because the braid is going to be put on for like 4 to 8 weeks. So if you don't comb it, the next thing that will happen to this hair is that the next thing that is going to happen to the hair is that you're going to lose the hair when you're losing it if you don't comb it. If you put your braid extension on top of the hair that you didn't comb, when you're taking that hair off, you're going to be losing your hair. You don't want to do that, right? So let's go ahead and do this next one. The next one is that now that we have parted this hair, look at it. This is the section of hair we're working with. Can everybody see it? That's the section hair. Yes, 4 to 8 weeks. 4 to 8 weeks, you have braids on. If you have it more than that weeks, I don't know what will happen. The hair, 4 to 8 weeks. I said 4 to 8 weeks. So most people have it for 4 weeks. Some extend it to 8 weeks. There are some hair, when you see it, it's still okay. As far as your hair is not breaking, you can have it for at least 8 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks. So now, you go ahead and section this hair. This is the hair we have sectioned that we're working with. Go ahead again and section it in 2. Go ahead and section it in 2 like this. Can you see it? Go ahead and section it in 2. If you're just joining us, the method we're doing now is the rubber band method. We've done the first method. The first method, which we use the crochet pin to insert the hair. I keep mine for 10 weeks. That, anyway, it's up to you. If you have a good hair, it's okay. If you have a good hair that will not break, it's okay. But don't compare yourself with some people's hair that are light. So if your hair is light and you're having the braid for so long, it's going to break your hair. So don't compare your hair. Most people, they have good hair that they can even have it for 3 months. The hair still remain. They won't lose their hair. But if you know that your hair is light and you're putting on braids on it, don't have it for too long. Take it out, because it's going to break your hair definitely. So the longer it is, the longer, because you're having the undergrowth on it. If you don't take it up and comb it and brush it. Can I have an African friend here? Okay, please go on. Let's go ahead and this place we are doing hair here. Please don't put anything in the comment section that will become problem for us. Please, this hair, just go ahead and just anything about comment section should be anything about the hair. Please, thank you so much. So now let's go ahead and grab the extensions that we are holding. Look at it. We grab the extensions that we're going to be working with. Now, I'm taking the same measurement of extension. So the next thing you're going to do, section this hair into 2. When you section this hair into 2, you're going to have this one, section it into 2. The one you have on your left hand should be 2 times the one you have on your right hand. Yes, let's go ahead and refresh this TikTok before we continue. Let's go ahead and refresh TikTok. Okay. Sorry about that. So we are going to, so that we'll be on the same level when we're teaching. Yes. So now we have this one on my right hand. Look at it. Let's make sure you're seeing me. The one I have on my right hand. Let me move this thing closer. I hope that Facebook, you'll see me on Facebook, TikTok. So the one I have on my right hand, yes, should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. So the only thing you're going to do now is called ratio 2 to 1. This one is 2 times the one you have here. So now keep this one that is bigger, that is on your left hand, put it on one side. When you put it on one side, grab this smaller one. Look at the smaller one. The first method we did is related to this method, but the difference is that we use the crochet pin to insert this hair. But in this method, we're not going to use the crochet pin. What are you going to do? Look at the hair. I section it into two, like a butterfly flying. It's not flying, you know. Let's go ahead and place our hair in the middle. Section this hair into two. Go ahead and place this one. When you put it in the middle like that, can you see it? Can everybody see it? Look at the way I place this hair in the middle. Can we see it? Look at the extension is in the middle. Can we see it? So now you go straight ahead. Get your rubber band. The rubber band I'm talking about is a tiny rubber band. Look at how tiny they are. Not the big ones. It's a tiny rubber band. Yes. So now we go ahead. Normally, if you want to use one of the rubber band, if it's okay for you, go ahead and use one. For me, I don't want it to snap while I'm doing this. So I have to double the hair because I've experienced it snapping. So I don't want it to snap. So now I take two of it, join it like this. When you have the two of it, look at the way it is. Then you now go ahead and get this hair, you put the extension in the middle, clap it together. When you put it together, you now take your rubber band. Look at the rubber band. These are simple methods for beginners. Simple method for beginners. Go ahead and try this. Even if you have not braided before, you go straight away and start braiding your hair. Go ahead and secure this hair that we put in the middle. Use the rubber band to go and secure it. What this is doing is that normally when you're doing braids, you use your hair extension to secure the hair naturally. But then as a beginner, you don't know how to do that. Go ahead and continue to use this until you get into knowing how to use the natural method, because I'm going to teach the natural method as well. So for the 6 methods we're going to do today, go ahead and try them, because we have a student here. When I asked everyone to try all the hair, she tried it. The only one that gets into the hand is the natural method. I say you're lucky. Go ahead and use the natural method. Why some people will tell you that, oh, this method is okay for them, they will go ahead and start using this method until they get used to knowing how to use the natural method. So now that you've secured the rubber band into it, what are you going to do now? Open this hair, open it into two, push it to the side. What are you trying to do? You're securing it more, but not too tight. Don't make it too tight. Network. Okay, sorry. Not make it too tight. When you push it like this, it's going to secure it from the root. What you're going to do now, take this one now. Look at it, the extension, and the other one, put it down. When you put it down, equate it. Now the hair is secured already. It's for you to just go ahead and start braiding, because the reason why we add extensions into the hair, when we do it naturally, you braid it into the extension, braid the extension into the hair. But then since you don't know how to do it, use the rubber band to secure the hair from the root. Then you now go ahead and grab this other one that is 2 times bigger than this extension you inserted. Take it, move your mannequin to one side, adjust it. Always position yourself when you're doing hair. Don't hurt your back. And health and safety comes in that aspect. So now you hold this. When you hold this, you go ahead and hold this hair. You're going to braid this hair now. Look at it. Use your left hand. This is my left hand. That's my left hand. Get your left hand. Take this extension that you're having. Can you do the middle again? You can pause and end a minute. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to repeat it. When we finish, just watch me do this. Any of the question, when we do this 3 method, any of the method that you want me to repeat, let me know. I'll do it before we do the natural method. So that we won't be pulling other people back. Don't worry. Any of the, just have it in mind, watch this method. Any of the method you want me to repeat from the 3 methods, when I finish the 3 first method, tell me. I'm going to repeat it. Just the rubber band part. Okay, don't worry. Yes, we're going to do it. So now you're going to hold this one. I started following you, ma. Thank you so much. God bless you. For everyone supporting this live, God bless you. So now you're holding this in the middle. Place it here. This is the simple way of a beginner learning how to braid. Look at it. Look at my thumb on my left hand. Look at my index finger. Use it to secure it. Look at the way I placed it on top of it. When you place it, you start braiding immediately. If you're a right-handed person the way I am, take your right hand first, start going in. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand to start braiding in. So now, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm securing this with my thumb and my index finger. Take this one now. I'm taking this one. I'm braiding already, because that's the simplest way to do this. You'll go ahead, put this one into your right, grab this one, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Take this one on your left hand, braid it into your right hand. Then you go ahead. That is it. That is just it. You started braiding already. Nobody will say you're not the one that did this hair. You started braiding already. Look at it. Now, but the only thing I'm going to say about this method is that when you're doing the rubber band method, the hair in the middle have the natural hair. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and start braiding. But the only thing you're going to do, make sure you use the extensions to cover the natural hair. When you get into braiding, and while you're braiding, you find out that that one in the middle that have the natural hair is more, you can now split all the extensions, the natural hair, into other extensions. But for now, go ahead and braid. So now I'm braiding the hair now. You see it? And I'm using the hair because I'm doing a black shade hair on a color 4 hair shade. You're not even seeing the natural hair. So I'm using the extension to make sure I covered it. It's applicable to all the hair that you're doing. If you're doing braids, always make sure your extensions are covering the hair because it's going to make it last longer. If the natural hair is always popping up on the extension, before you know it, the hair is getting old already. They will think, oh, this hair didn't last longer. But then if you braid it to the point that extensions are covering the natural hair, it's going to make the hair look very neat and last longer. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So now we've done it to this point. This method is the second method of using the natural rubber band method. Can you see it? Look at it. Very, very secure. Look at the hair. Now, I'm using a black extension, but then the hair is color 4. Why this extension is color 1? You're not seeing the difference now because I've used the extension to cover the natural hair. That is the explanation I have to give. So get used to it. By the time you get used to it as a beginner, you know you're used to it already. You understand? So now we've done the second method related to the rubber band method. First method, we use the crochet pin to insert the extension while we take the other part of the hair. Do you have to remove the rubber band? No, you don't have to remove the rubber band. You have to have it. The rubber band will be there. When you're taking the hair off, you take it off. And it's not going to break the hair neither. Because at the end of the day, this hair we are doing all this while. Now I use the rubber band. When I'm taking this hair off, I will just gradually take the rubber band off and nothing happens to my mannequin because all this training I've been doing with the rubber band method, it's been there. So it's the same thing applicable to your hair. So when you're having it, when you're taking the hair out, you just go ahead and take the rubber band out normally. It's not going to break your hair neither. So now this is the rubber band. So why we are doing this is because as a beginner, for you to just get into braiding, I'm still going to teach you the method of adding extensions naturally into the hair. We start from this method, start moving it up. The more you braid, the faster you get, the more you get used to braiding, the more you get used to using the natural method. This method is friendly beginner. If you don't know how to braid, look at somebody that doesn't know how to braid, that have not braided before. When you watch these techniques, go ahead and do it. You will braid that hair. It's 100% assurance that you're going to braid it straight away. So now we have done this method using the rubber band. You see, the next method I'm going to do is related to this method, but then we're not going to use the rubber bands. We're not going to use crochet pin. So watch me as I do that method. All this method I'm teaching you is that when you see all this method as a beginner, try all of them. When you try all of them, the best one so far that you're used to, that you're happy with, go ahead and start using that method. That is why we're doing 6 methods, so that you will not have an excuse that, oh, this method you're doing, especially when I do the natural method, they will say, oh, this is too difficult to use. But then with this ones, you won't tell me that securing it with the rubber band is not difficult. You just go ahead and braid your hair. So let's do the other method again related to this rubber band method. But then we're not using the rubber band, but then we're not using the crochet pin. Watch me as I do that method. Maybe that will be the best method for you. Who can tell? So let's see. Then when you're taking the other hair, you go straight to this one. The other one that you've already done, the previous hair that you've already done, go straight and grab the hair that you're going to be working with. Because when you braid this hair, it's going to fall in place here. When you braid this hair, it's going to fall in place here. So that's the method. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my clip. Always have your clip when you're working to hold the hair that you're not working with. Even professionals do it in order for it not to get your work space, so that you just move it to one side. So go ahead and brush this hair. Watch me as I do this method. By the time I finish this method, among these 3 methods, you're not going to tell me which of the method you want me to repeat before we go into the natural method. Then we'll be calling the class for a day. So now I have this comb. Now you've parted this hair that you're working with. You see the hair that you're working with now, I've parted it. What I'm going to do now is split this hair into 2. go ahead and split this hair into two. This hair I'm doing now doesn't require rubber band or anything. Watch it as a beginner. If this one is pleasing to you, go ahead and use it. If not, I'm going to show you the 3 methods from the natural method. If any of those are okay for you too, they are simple as well. Go ahead and use them. So now I'm going to get in my extension, taking the hair, part it into two. Go ahead and get your extension. Thank you so much if you're supporting this live. This cheers goes to everybody supporting this live, either by tapping, either by sharing, whatever way of supporting this live. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now we have my extension. I'm going to be grabbing the extension. Look at the extension. Take it. Make sure when you're taking your extensions, make sure that when you're braiding, all your extensions are the same sizes. Do you understand? Even if you increase the hair length, don't increase your extension. I've explained this. There's a video I sent this morning when I was doing the explanation, the one we did yesterday. See, if you for your hair to look the same, even if you're increasing your natural hair and you want all your extensions to be the same thing, you're doing medium, please use the same medium of extension to braid your hair. Because at the end of the day, you are seeing all the extensions, everything is going to look the same. But then if you start, because you increase the hair, you now increase this extension. One extension is jumbo, the other one is micro, this one is a medium. Thank you for teaching me how to braid my daughter's hair better, mama. You see, thank you so much. You see, these are testimonies coming up. She's watching and she's practicalizing it on her daughter's hair. It's working. Thank you so much too. I'm happy. I'm doing my hair now and give you after 2 braids. Well done. You see, that is the purpose, and people are achieving it. If you put your mind on it, you're going to get it. Especially with this method we're showing here, it's easy for you to just get into braiding. It's not difficult. So now we have I'm so happy for you. Let's give this cheers to all the ones that are practicalizing it. I'm so happy that while we're staying here for like 2 hours is not in vain. People are learning. I'm happy. That is why I'm here and I'm happy for it. Thank you so much. I'm new. Hello, you're welcome if you're new. If you're just joining us, you're welcome to the class. My name is GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair, as you can see. Thank you so much for joining us for the class today. If you have not subscribed, if you have not followed, go ahead and do that. Watch the videos. It is going to help you as well. Thank you so much. I'm new. You're welcome. Everybody that is new, you're welcome. Thank you so much. So now we have our extension. This method we're going to do now. Watch me as I do this method. Maybe this one would be the best method for you. We never can tell as a beginner. So now you have your extensions, making sure they are the same size. You go ahead and split these extensions into ratio 2:1. This one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Watch it. This is small, this is big. I'm new here. Good afternoon, you're welcome. Good afternoon, ma. So now when you split this one into 2, you notice that I have 2 of this one here and 1 here. So now with this method, we're not going to cross it. I'm going to show you when we get into the natural method. Take this one on your left hand that is bigger, 2 times bigger. Just put it on one side. Look for a place and place it. Go ahead and work with these smaller ones. What you're going to do with this smaller one, bring it, make sure they are in the same length. Look at it, the way I fold it. Can everybody see it? Open this one because you've already have this hair that you're working with. You section it into 2. Look at it. Section it into 2. Go ahead and place this extension in the middle like this. Place it here. Place it in the middle. Can you see it? When you place it in the middle like so, look at it. Everybody see it in the middle. Watch it. Because when I finish this one, you're going to tell me which of the method you want me to repeat. I'm going to repeat it before we go into the other next method. Normally in this life, we do different styles, but basically, I teach braids so that everyone can be able to, when you know how to learn do braids, it's going to move you up to a lot of things, because almost all the hair we're doing, braid, you're doing any style, you need braid on it, so you need to learn it. So now look at this one as I place it in the middle. The next thing you're going to do, normally the previous one we did, we folded it together, use the rubber band to hold it. We're not going to use rubber band to secure this. What we are going to secure now, thank you so much and God bless you. Thank you. Certification, thank you so much. Let's give our cheers for that. Thank you and God bless you. So now the next thing you're going to do, go ahead and split this hair into 3. Look at it as if you want to braid this hair. Split it into 3. You see it? 1, 2, 3. Then you braid it down. use this extension to braid it down. The reason why we are doing all this method is because you're a beginner and you have to be patient as a beginner if you want to learn. Go ahead and keep doing this. You go ahead and use this to braid it. When you braid it down, look at it. Because sometimes most of the mannequin's hair, they are slippery. You make sure that when you're braiding, just braid it a little bit down to it. The reason why you're braiding is that because you don't want to use the rubber band, because on the other method we use the rubber band to secure these extensions. Yeah, but now you're not using the rubber band. Look at the way I braided this down to secure it. Can everybody see it? Just braid this down a little bit to secure it. Then what next you're going to do, go ahead and pull this one down. Put this other head down to it. When you put it down to it, then you go ahead and bring this other extensions that is 2 times bigger than the extensions. You hold it like this. Make sure they are on equal side. What about if the hair is short? Yes, if the hair is short on this method, you can still do it. No matter, because as far as the hair is short, you can be able to hold it to braid it down. You can still use this method. But the method that you cannot use when the hair is short is the other one. When we get into the natural method, I'm going to show you that one. That if the hair is very short, you cannot use it. But if this one, even if the hair is short, you can be able to braid it down. You can use it to do this method. Yes, yes. So now, in fact, it will even be more advantage, because when you place it into 2, you just braid it. It's simple. Even when the hair is short, it's going to be more advantage when the hair is short. Now, so look at this one. Then you now go ahead. Hold this hair. Hold it with your left hand. Let me adjust this hair to the point that we can see what I'm doing. Then you now go with your left hand. That's my left hand, as you can see it. Hold this one that we've added to this point. This one is related to the rubber band method, but then we're not using rubber band or crochet to insert it. Take your extension, look at the extension, place it on it while you're holding it with your thumb and your index finger. The same thing. The reason why I said this hair is related to the rubber band method, because in the middle, only the middle one have the natural hair. Please leave it like that. Keep braiding. When you get used to braiding, you will know that you can split the natural hair to the extensions. But for now, go ahead and braid it. So now I'm using my right hand. Take this one on your right hand, go in first. You see, it's easy to braid. This method is very easy as a beginner. You just go straight ahead and start braiding your hair. You don't need to do any other thing. Take this one on your left hand, go into the right, bring this one, and this is the braiding I've already set. Can you see it? But the only thing you're going to do in this middle that have the natural hair, when you come to this point, is that take your extensions, use it to cover the natural hair. Use your extension to make sure you cover those natural hair. Then you keep braiding. You understand? Keep braiding. If it's not covered yet and you think it's showing, just have a pause and adjust it. Make sure that it's covering it. Look at it. Now you keep braiding. This method is really nice because God bless you. Thank you so much. This method is very, very nice. If you can do this method, it looks like the natural method because there's no extension, there's no rubber band in it. Or no, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. There's no rubber band in this one. This one is just you using your normal natural hair to secure it and start. You see, all this procedure we are doing, all this method we are doing is because you're a beginner. I want you to find it very interesting to braid hair, because if you can do this one and you have that zeal that, oh, I can do this hair, it will now move you up to knowing the natural method. So, but then you are a very good teacher. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now I'm going to show you the hair that you've done so far. Nobody would think you're not the one that I'm a beginner. Yes, I'm here because of the beginners, and I'm here as well for those that still know how to do hair, that need to get mastered to the hair. Thank you so much and God bless you. Let's give this chest for those supporting this life. Go ahead and share the live, because you don't know who you're going to help. The more you share the live, the more other people will come to notice that we are here, because we are not too long in this life that we're doing. Look at it. Very, very nice and secured. It's like when you're adding extensions into natural hair. This third method is like when you're adding extension into natural hair. You see it? Very, very beautiful. Beautiful. So you go ahead. This method then, I send the videos. When I send the videos in, you go ahead and practice. Because you're live watching me doing this hair now. When you're doing this on your own and you think, oh, I'm confused about it, go ahead. In the morning, I used to just go ahead and send thank you. I can do my own hair now. Hey, you see, God bless you, ma. How about cutting the extensions? Okay, don't worry, I'm still teaching you how to cut the extension. Okay, to prep the extensions, don't worry, we didn't do it today. On Monday, by the grace of God, I'm going to get more extensions that we have to cut. Most people are ignoring that part, but then it's very important, because today now I have a class for the new beginners, so we don't have time to do that. So now look at these three methods that we've just done now. Look at it. They are rubber band method. The first one is that we use the crochet pin to insert the hair, then you bring the other one and start braiding. The second one is that we didn't need the crochet pin, we inserted the hair, use the rubber band method to tie it. Can you show me the third method? Okay, yes. Please, what time do you come online? I come 12 p.m. UK time. 12 p.m. UK time. We are here, 12 p.m. We've just used an hour, 5 minutes now. So we have another 55 minutes to go before we end our live. So just go ahead and pay attention. So now, we've done this 3-1. This one that we've done last now, look at it. There's no rubber band, nothing on rubber band, no crochet is used for it. You just go ahead and do it. Thank God I'm able to do the second method. Okay, that's fine. Yes, if you can do the second method, that is absolutely okay. Yes, do you teach sewing into hair? No, if you want to learn more than what I'm teaching you here, just go ahead and write me on my bio. Then we'll take it up from there. Go ahead and send me message on my bio, then we'll take it off for you. That third one is so easy. Okay, so which one now? Let's go ahead and set this. Yeah. So now, so that we can be on the same level now. Thank you so much. Yeah. So what we are going to do now, we have done this 3 methods. Out of these 3 methods, because these 3 methods are really friendly beginners. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Let's give this chance for everyone supporting the live. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you, and God bless you. So now, which of the methods do you want me to repeat? Somebody said he wants me to do the third one. Somebody before we started doing said he wants me to do the rubber band method. So which of the methods? Go on the comment section, put which of the method you want me to repeat. I'm going to repeat it here because it's a friendly beginner. I want you guys to go and practice it. Please repeat the third one. The third one is this one, okay? Please repeat the third method. Okay, everybody's saying third method. Let's see. Repeat the third method. Third. Okay, we are going to do the third one then. Then because now everybody understands the other one. So let's go ahead and repeat. Ma, what is the trick to a tight grip for braids? When we come to the natural method, I'm going to show you that. We are not doing that natural. Let's go ahead and finish this set. Then we're going to go the first and the second. You want the first and the second, and the other one wants the third. Okay, let's see what time we have, because if we go ahead and repeat the 3 methods again, we might not have enough time to do the natural method. But then let's go ahead and do it because it's a beginner friendly class. I want you guys to get used to getting into braid. Let's go ahead and repeat those methods now, the way I started it from the beginning. For the sake of those that are joining us now, let's go ahead and do the 3 method. Then now we are not going to move into the other 3 methods for the natural method. So when we do it, that is it for today. So now let's go ahead and do it. If you're joining this class for the first time, you're highly welcome. This class is very friendly beginner. You ask questions. As far as we have the questions related to the time space that we have, we are going to repeat it until we consume our 2 hours. Then we'll call it a day. So now you have your comb. Then you go ahead. What you're going to do, you're taking the next hair. When you're taking the next hair, look at this previous one that you've done so far. This one. Go in the middle of that one, grab it, take the next hair you're taking. If you're using this method, if you're using this block method, first time here, God bless you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Ma, thank you. I have learned something today. God bless you. Yes, thank you. Anytime you're in my class, you always learn. Once you come to the class, if you handle your mannequin now, you start braiding hair straight away. Most people, the faces I'm seeing now are not the faces who started. Most people have graduated, which I'm happy for them, because the more you learn, more people come in to learn. So now you're going to have the comb the hair out. When you comb the hair out, this area that you're not working with, what you're going to do is that take it, use your clip. Always have your clip. when you're working with the hair, always have your clip. Use your clip to hold on the ones that you're not working with. Then you go ahead and keep brushing it. Yeah, you brush it. Make sure you always comb the hair you're adding extensions to. The reason is that so that you will not break the hair. By the time they are taking that hair off, if you didn't comb it, you see that the person will be losing hair. You don't want it to be like that. Always comb it. So we've combed it now. The next thing you're going to do is grab your rubber band. This is the rubber band. When you go to the shop, tell them you need these small rubber bands. Can you see the small rubber bands? Not the big ones, the smaller ones. Look at how tiny they are. That's the ones we use. This rubber band method is very important because you can use, like when we did this hair, look at this hair. Look at this hair. You can use rubber band to hold on this hair. Put the stuff. We use rubber band to hold it on this hair. This hair, look at this style. We did it online here. We did this style online here. For those that are not here, look at this style. I did it here online. So you're going to part the hair like that. Use your rubber band to hold on the hair. Then now use your crochet pin. Pass this half kinky hair and you start doing this style. Yes. So that's very nice. That's, yeah. So normally here we learn a lot. Sometimes I just do style of the day. Style of the day is just something that's simple that we can be able to finish within 2 hours. We'll just quickly do it. Everybody will learn from it. So now you're going to take your rubber band. This is your rubber band. I used to double my rubber band. Let me drink water just 1 minute, please. Throughout last week, my throat was so frozen. I don't even know that I can talk by now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, my throat was frozen with cold because the weather is changing here in the UK now. So now, normally I'm supposed to be using this rubber band. You're supposed to be using like one. If you use one and it works for you, that is absolutely okay. But then, thank you so much. But if you don't work, normally I used to double it. For everybody that have been in this class, I double it because I don't want it to snap. But if you use one and it's working, go ahead and use one. So this method we are going to be doing now is the first rubber band method that we are using the crochet pin to install. Watch this method because if you don't get it now, we're going to repeat it on Monday or you watch it in the videos. So now we are having this rubber band. And this is the hair you're working with. Go ahead and secure the hair with the rubber band. See what I'm doing? Secure the hair with the rubber band. You go ahead, secure this hair with the rubber band. See what I'm doing? Secure it very well. When you go like 4 times or 5 times, if it's okay, just leave it. Like now, this is the 5th one I'm doing now. Yes, look at it. Now, when you do it to this point, we need you strong and well to teach us. Please, be praying for me. That Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't come out at all because my throat, I'm not like physically sick, but the throat was so frozen that I cannot talk. I said, no, don't let me strain my voice more. She's showing the first method. I'm showing the first method. So now I started taking warm water and everything is clearing. Yesterday I came out, it was okay. Today now I came out, it was good. Yes, it's the weather. Anytime you see the weather changing, that's what you get. Cold, either running nose or blocked nose or throats, frozen throats. So now we have insert the rubber band onto the hair now. So what we're going to do now, open this one. When you open it in two like this, push it to the side like that. You see the way? This method is going to be good for especially children. The kids that doesn't want you to hold their hair, now that you're learning, please go ahead and use this rubber, because when you secure the hair with rubber band, they won't even feel it you're doing their hair. Yes, sore throat, yes, it's going around now, yes. So now when you do it that, you secure the belt, not too tight. When you're pulling it this way, not too tight. Then you go ahead and grab this crochet pin. Look at the crochet pin. If you don't have this crochet pin, don't worry, but you need to have this crochet pin, because if you're learning how to do hair, a lot of hair these days will use this crochet pin to do. Go ahead and grab one from the shop. It's so cheap. Even some of them, you see it in the pack like that, like 6 or 7. It's very cheap. Go ahead and buy it. You need to know how to do it if you want to learn hair, because there are so many hair you do with crochet. Look at this one. We use crochet pin to insert this one. We've not even finished it yet because of the time. Every time, look at it. It's the crochet, this crochet pin I use in inserting this hair. So there's a lot of things that we do here. So when you say crochet, go ahead and get it. It's going to help you. So now we have this crochet. Thank you. We have this crochet pin. What you're going to do with the crochet pin is that go ahead and Open this crochet because it has something like a latch to close it. Can you see it? It has like a latch to close it. Go ahead and open it. When you open it, insert the hair. When you've opened it, insert it like this. Go ahead and go in the middle of this hair, insert it like this. Let's, if it's not grabbing it, just go ahead, insert it. Look at it. It's coming out on the other side. When it comes out on this other side, you see this hair that you're going to be working with, sometimes it's blocking it. You don't want it to be blocking it. Take your clip. That's why we need to have clip. When you have this type of clip, you have this type of clip as well. They are all very, very cheap, affordable. So you go ahead and hold this to this side so that it won't be blocking us. The next thing we're going to do, take your extensions. This is my extensions. I'll grab my extension. Go ahead and grab the extension. Look at it. Take the size. When you're taking your extensions, as a beginner, if you find it very difficult to be grabbing extensions the way I'm doing it, most of the people will not know the sizes. Go ahead and section your size of extensions on a rack or on a dining chair. Section it like this. Take this one. When you feel it is this size, you keep it. Then you go ahead, take the next one like this. Oh, it's the same size, you keep it. So you section it before you start braiding your hair. You section it before you start braiding the hair so that you won't be able, when you're doing your braids, all the braids are supposed to be the same sizes. The same size. Even if you increase the hair, your natural hair, but the braid sizes should be the same thing. Even if you increase this hair, let the braids extensions be the same thing. It makes your hair look very clean, neat, and very beautiful. Not that when you put one is big, jumbo, the other one is small, micro, and the other one is medium. My God, this is riot. Sizes riot. We don't want it. So now this is the extension you're going to be working with. Now go ahead and section this extension into ratio 2:1. Split it into 2. I didn't say split it into equal to. No, split it into 2. The one side I have on my right hand should be smaller, and the other side should be bigger. When we get to the natural hair, I'm going to explain to you the reason why we want it to be like this. I'm going to explain. But for now, we're not going to be crossing this hair because we need this smaller one first. Take this one on your left hand that is 2 times bigger. Bring it, keep it on one side. Go ahead and grab this one. This one, then you measure it. When you measure it, you go ahead and create a loop like this. Can everybody see it? Create a loop. Look at this loop. When you create that loop, you come under here. Look at your crochet pin. Yes, place this one inside the crochet pin. Make sure everything is fitted in. Make sure everything is fitted in. Then you close it. When you close it like that, pull it. Gradually pull it out. When you pull it, release the crochet pin. Look at the crochet pin. Put it on one side. You can as well release this hair so that you can be seeing what you're doing. Put the pin on one side. So now, when you release it, make sure this is my left hand. That is my left hand. Go ahead and hold one of this section of the hair with your left hand. Take your right hand, go to this one and pull it out. Look at it. Pull it out. Do you know the reason why I'm doing that? If you don't hold this one on this hand, when you're pulling it out, everything is going to pull out automatically. Then you now start all over again. So just save your time and just use your left hand. Hold on to the one of the handle. Then you pull the other one out. When you pull it out, you now find out that if this hair is now loosed a bit, go ahead and open it again and push it to be able to be secured. Because now you've secured this hair already. With what you have done now, you have secured the hair already. Thank you so much and God bless you. For everyone supporting the live, God bless you. God bless you so much. I really appreciate it. So now, excuse me. So now you just bring this one down. When you bring this one down, look at it. It's going to look like this. When you touch this hair now, it's secured already. The work that you're supposed to be installing the extensions into the hair, the rubber band has already done it for you. That is why it's beginner friendly. The rubber band has already secured this hair. The next thing you have to do now is to go ahead and start braiding this hair. Go ahead and grab the other parts of the hair. This other part of the hair that you're having, look at it. The other part of the hair, make sure they come into the same level. Can you see it? They're on the same level now. What you're going to do, adjust your mannequin. If you're doing it on the client's hair or you're doing it on your child's hair, thank you. First day on your life, hope and welcome. You're highly welcome. Everybody's welcome here. As you're joining, that is your first time, share the life to other people. Let them come because they will benefit. So now, If you're doing hair, make sure you're comfortable for your back sake, for health and safety. Make sure you adjust it. If you're working with a mannequin now, I can move my mannequin. Yes, thank you so much. If you're first time, you're all welcome. All first timers, you're welcome. Well, very, very well. This class is very, very friendly beginner. If you have any question, you're just watching us, you ask me. If it's something that we can repeat based on our time, we'll go ahead and repeat it. But if it's something that we cannot repeat, we'll do it the next day, because we have the classes Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. Now that we have this hair secure this way, can everybody see it? You adjust your mannequin when you want to plait. But if you have your daughter or you have your clients that you're doing their hair, they are already positioned and sitting down in a good position, you go ahead and start braiding. So now, this is my left hand. Now is my left hand. Grab this hair with your left hand, because the hair is secured already. Just go ahead and be braiding. Grab this hair with your left hand. Look at the way I've grabbed it. Take this one in the middle like this. When you take it, place it on top of it like this. When you place it on top of it, what it does is that you use your thumb and your index finger to secure. I'm doing with my mannequin right now. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Good. That's good. Let's give cheers to her. So now, when you do it, you secure it. When you secure it, you have this one now on my right hand. Because I'm a right-handed person, I'll take the braid from the right first. But if you're a left-handed person, don't worry. Use the left hand. I can't see the chat. I have been muted for standing up on the lady doing the hair. No, I don't know. No, so now you're going to, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to use the right hands to move this hair first. If you're a left-handed person, use your left hand. So now let's go ahead. Look at my hands. I'm grabbing this one first because it's on my right hand. You go ahead and braid in. Look at it. See what I've done? Very, very simple. When you braid in, grab this one in the middle, push it to your right hand, secure it. Take this one on your left hand, bring it in. Very, very simple. This one is very, very simple to braid. Good afternoon. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. So the next thing you're going to do, I've started braiding the hair already. This method, if you try this method and you didn't braid, you must braid now, because they are very, very simple way to braid hair. So now, the only thing I'm going to explain on this method is that this one in the middle has the natural hair. Guys, please give that. Thank you so much. Now, this one in the middle is the one that have the natural hair. This natural hair that you have in the middle, just leave it. Make sure you secure your extension. Use your extension to cover it, because we don't want to be seeing the natural hair when you're braiding. What it does is that it makes your hair look nicer, neat, and it lasts longer. Your braid will last longer. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and start braiding. Look at it. You go ahead and start braiding the hair. You see it? The hair is braided. My extensions is covering it. The hair is very, very neat. When you do this, nobody will say you're not the one that braided this hair. Very, very neat. I'm going ahead braiding this hair. Can you see it? Braid it to the point that where I stop where the natural hair is. Because why I don't finish this hair is that when we get to a point, I'm going to teach you different method of how to end the extensions, your braids. So we're going ahead doing our practicals at this moment. Before you know, now we'll complete all this hair. We've completed this hair. I think this is the third one that we're doing now since we started this hair. What if my hair is short? Yes, if your hair is short, it's the best way to do the rubber band method now. There's no, as far as the rubber band, you grab the hair and you use the rubber band to hold the hair, then you secure it. That's, even if it's short, it's okay. Yes, you will be able to use the rubber band because we're using the rubber band method to do this one. Yes. Thanks, I wanted to ask. Yes, the rubber band should be better for even shorter hair now, right? Because when you insert it, you insert your extension, you start braiding your hair. This is really easy to braid now. Can you see it? Very, very easy. Very, very easy. This is the first one, rubber band method, using very secured though, very, very secured. Because all this one we have been doing all this while, we use the rubber band method, the hair is secured, it's not moving anywhere. So now we've done this method now, using the crochet to insert it. The same method I'm going to show you now, while you're watching it, we are going to do the same method related to this, but you don't need the crochet pin. If you don't have the crochet pin at this point, do not worry. If you don't have the crochet pin at this point, do not worry. So let's go ahead and do it. So God bless you, everyone that is sharing the live, liking the live, God bless you. This cheers goes to every one of us. Thank you so much and God bless you. If you're watching me from YouTube, you're welcome. Thank you. TikTok, you're welcome. And Facebook, you're highly welcome. So now let's go ahead. We're taking the next section of the hair. Look at my comb. Go to the previous hair you've done. Yes, if you're using this method of highlighting your hair, you go ahead and take it now vertically. You take this one vertically. You've already taken it round horizontally. You're taking it vertically. Bring this out. This one that you're not working with, get your clip. Always have your clip. The clip will help. Clip will always help you. Thank you. I've used the rubber and methods to braid my daughter's whole hair, and she love it. Yes, she love it because she will not be feeling pain. You know, when you're grabbing the hair naturally as a beginner, the person that you're doing their hair, they are feeling pain. But then when you use that, especially for children, when you use the rubber band method, it's okay. It's really okay because they won't even feel you're doing their hair. They will sit down comfortably. Because where they find it very difficult is when you're trying to insert this extension into the hair naturally, then you're grabbing it, trying to make it tight. The child is paining. They'll be squeezing their face like, oh. But then if you start with this rubber band method, in fact, they will love it. They will want to sit down and do their hair all the time. So that is why we are starting with this method to show the beginners how to use this method, which is okay. Then gradually you move up to the natural method. If you really want to use it for business, it's good for you to learn the natural method, which I'm going to show you the method as well. So now that we have taken this hair, now always comb this hair. Don't forget, because while you're learning, you're getting used to all the procedures to do hair. Everything I have to say, I'll teach you. Beautiful. We love you in Zambia. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much, man. Now, let's go ahead, and we've taken this hair now. What we're going to do now, take your rattle comb, open this hair. Watch this method. This method doesn't require crochet pin. If you don't have the crochet pin on this method, you can do this method. Go ahead and take the hair you're working with, split it into two. When you split it into two like this, leave it. Grab the extensions. I've talked about the extension before. Always make sure your extensions are the same sizes. Look at what we're doing. The hair are the same sizes. You know what it does? It makes the hair look very neat and tidy and clean. So now you're going to section this hair into two. When you section it into two, this one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. It's called ratio 2:1. When you're braiding hair, when it comes to twist, I can explain you different. That twist, you want it very equal together. But for the braid, 2 times. I'll explain this to you when we get to the natural method. I'll tell you the reason why it's like this. So now take this one you have on your left hand, bring it in and put it down. Put it down, because now you don't need that one at this point. Take the smaller part of the hair that you've sectioned, that is on your right hand. Go ahead and do this. So make sure you have it in the middle and they are equal. What are you going to do? Come straight to this hair that you parted into two. What are you going to do? Place this one in the middle. Man, this hair are the simplest way to get into braiding. Simplest way to get into braiding. Try this method. You're going to go ahead and start braiding. Get your rubber band. The rubber band doesn't damage the hair, because at the end of the day, I've used it on this my mannequin several times. I've taken it off. Nothing is breaking. The mannequin remains the same. The hair is there. So now you go ahead and take the rubber band. Normally you're supposed to be taking like 1. Thank you so much. You say God bless you. God bless you too. Thank you so much. So now instead of taking 1 of the rubber band, I used to merge 2 of them together because I don't want it to snap while I'm doing this. So the next step you're going to take, look at it before I continue. Now you place that hair in the middle there. Take these 2, clap the hands together like the bridge that is closing. Close it. When you close it, take your rubber band. Yes, let's bring TikTok on the same level. Let's go ahead and put TikTok on the same level now, because TikTok, let's refresh TikTok. Then we'll be on the same level while I'm explaining. Yes, resume it back. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you so much. So now look at it. Before we start, look at it. Now, rubber band is not good for hair at all. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm telling you that it's okay as a beginner, and it's good for the children to do their hair. If it's not good, they will not create it. So let's go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody testify that I've used this rubber band to do my daughter's hair and she's okay. So let's go ahead and learn. If you're learning, learn. If you're here to give comments that is not relevant, don't give any comments there. So now we go ahead, look at it. You take this and close it. When you close it, take your rubber band. When you take your rubber band, you go ahead and secure this hair. When you secure the hair, when you secure this hair, go ahead and secure it to the point that when you secure it, like go 4 times or 5 times, and it's okay for you. You just go ahead. If it's not good, I don't know why they created it. They created it for us to use it for hair. So go ahead and do this. When you do this, you open it. Go ahead and open this. Do what? Push it to the 2 sides. When you do this to the 2 sides, to secure it, but not too tight. When you're pulling it to the other side, don't make it too tight. Yes, don't make it too tight. Yes, then you go ahead and do this. So when you do this, drop it. Take this other hair, bring it down. Very, very simple. Can you see? You've already secured this hair. The next thing is to go ahead and braid the hair. That is why this method, I use rubber band to do my hair. Yes, that is why it's there. There's a lot of style. This style, I told you, we use the rubber band to secure this hair. We use rubber band to secure this hair. Then we'll now use crochet pin to insert it, do this hair that we did. So if you're coming here to learn, come here to learn. Don't come and teach me. Oh yeah, so now I'm having this one. When you have this one, you put it this way. So now you have the other extension that is 2 times bigger. So why are you here? It's not here. That is it now. Please, Mona, the answer on that place. Let me continue to the teaching. You guys should give her the answer. Let me continue to teach the ones that are learning. So now, as you put it down here, what you're going to do is that you're going to grab this one that is 2 times bigger. Grab it. When you grab it, go ahead and hold this hair. When you hold this hair with your left hand, take this one and place it here. When you place it, you secure it with your thumb and your index finger. You secure it with your thumb and your index finger. When you secure it with your thumb and your index finger, if you're a right-handed person, go ahead and use your right hand to start the braid first. Use your right hand to start the braid first. But if you're a left-handed person, use your left hand to start your braid first. The normal way you do your braid. So don't let our right hand confuse you. No. So now, if you're a right-handed person, I'm using my right hand now. Let's go ahead. We have this strand, this and this. But the only difference with this method is that the natural hair, when you're using rubber band method, all the natural hair stays in one of the hair extensions. Go ahead and braid this hair as a beginner. Yes. Go ahead and braid it. But then when you get into braiding and you feel that, oh, the hair that you're using to do that is too much, then you can split the hair into other extensions. But apart from that, make sure that you just use your extensions to cover the natural hair. Go ahead and braid. Let's go ahead and braid this hair now. Take this one. I'm securing it. I'm not letting go. Take this one. Bring it in. From my right hand into the left hand. In. When you bring it into the left hand, take this one in the middle, push it to your right, secure it with your thumb and your index finger. Then you take your left hand, grab this one, go into your right. When you go into your right, you grab this one in the middle securely. This method, they are very simple to braid. Look at it. I've started braiding already. No stress, no hassle. If you want to learn how to braid, go ahead and use this method. That is why I'm teaching this method then first. Go ahead and use this method. When you use this method, you're going to know how to braid. Braid your children's hair, sit them down, and they will be happy because you're not pulling their hair. You're just using the rubber band to secure the hair, and then you start braiding their hair. Then put the coils. If you want coils, I've taught you here how to do the coils, but then this hair we're doing, we're going to fill it up. Then I'll now show you different method of ending the hair up, whether in a twist manner, whether in a straight way or in a coily way, in the bending rollers. I'm going to do that as well. So that is why I'm not finishing the end of this hair. Because how can I get the mannequin? Order it from TikTok. Go to TikTok shop. TikTok shop sell all those things. Order your mannequin from TikTok shop. Type it on the search button of TikTok because you're talking to me from TikTok. Go ahead and get it from there. You get it from there and that's it. So now, we'll go ahead and be plaiting this hair. Let me go ahead and plait it. When I finish plaiting it, this is the second method. Yes. Yes, this is the second method. Please don't write any other shop in that comment section, please. Don't do that because TikTok, I don't want them to restrict us. Leave it like that. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and get it from TikTok shop. Yes, please. Because the last time they give us restriction, I think we are advertising other people's shop. We're not advertising. So don't put anything related to anything. Go ahead and every question about hair, comments is okay. But anything that will make them restriction, ask other people. The last time we didn't have the class because they give us restriction. I don't want it anymore. So now this is the hair we just did. Look at how beautiful. Don't put anything that is related to marketing or anything in the comment section, please. So now this is the hair. We have it now. Very, very beautiful, secured, very beautiful. If you've done this for your daughter's hair, put the coils in the hair. Thank you so much for asking that question, and thank you, ma, for answering. I need one practice. Okay, now we have done this one. So the last one, the last one I'm going to do now related to this one is the third one. Somebody said we want me to do the third one. Let's go ahead and do that third one. When we do the third one, I'm going to move up to the natural method. So we have, this is 135. Let's do the last one from the rubber band method. That method I'm going to show you now, it doesn't need either the rubber band or it doesn't need the crochet. Watch me as I do that method. That method doesn't need rubber band, and it doesn't need, for those people that doesn't want to use rubber band, let them come and learn this method. Let her go ahead and use this method. For those ones that find it easy with the rubber band, go ahead. That is why I'm teaching the 6 methods, 6 good methods. When you try the 6 good method, use any of the method that is okay for you. There's one student here, she's here now, her name is Ifabuchi. She did all the 6 methods. The only one that gets into her hand is the natural method and working everybody up to. She's lucky. Let her go ahead and start using that method to do the hair. So if you're beginning and it's better for you to use the rubber band, go ahead and use the rubber band. Is it better to use it hold braids? Braids? I didn't understand that. Reframe it, please. I didn't understand that question. Reframe the question. I didn't understand it. So let's go ahead and do the third one. While she's reframing her question, maybe somebody in the comment section that will be here can even answer that question. So let's go ahead and do this. We have taken the next hair that we are going to be working with, right? So now we take the the clip. Use your clip now to hold the hair that you're not working with. Hold it on one side. Then this one is the hair that we are working with. Watch me as I do this method that we are going to do now. Watch me as I do this method we are going to do. Let's take a little bit out of this one. It's like it's more. So when you take the hair, go ahead and brush it. I hope everybody can see. I know. You go ahead and see. Even the mannequin hairs, look at it. Anytime I'm combing it, it's always tangled. So let alone our hair. So we need to brush our hair as well when we're doing braid. This mannequin is always tangling when I'm doing it. See? You have to brush it out. Brush it out. So now when you brush this out, this method we're going to do now is related to this other method. But the difference is that you're not using rubber band on it, neither you're using crochet to insert it. So watch this method. Maybe it will be the best method for you. Who can tell? No one. So now you go ahead and slice this hair into 2. Part it into 2. When you part it, split it into 2. When you split it into 2 like this, you leave it this way. Then you go ahead and grab your extension. This is my extension that we're going to be working with. Pick your extension. If you cannot pick your extension the way I'm picking it, always section them on a rack or put it on a handle of this a dining chair or anything that you can section it with, so that your braids will look the same when you're taking your extension. So now you're going to take this hair, ratio 2:1, meaning that this one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand, put it on one side. This one we have on our right hand, take it now. Make sure they are on the same level. Can you see it? When they are on the same level like this, you have it. Place it in the middle. Can you see the way I placed it? The same method related to but the difference is that's the difference I want to show you now. Watch the difference between those 2 methods. Now that you've placed this hair in the middle, look at it. Now you're going to take this hair, part it into 3. Look at it. Part it into 3. Then you now braid this hair down. Braid it down. For those that doesn't want rubber band on their hair, go ahead and use this method. All this method I'm showing you guys is that we are beginners and you need to learn some things to make sure that you're braiding. I'm going to do the 3 method of natural method. If you feel you can get straight into that learning, go ahead and use that method. Thank you so much and God bless you for every support on this live. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much and God bless you. Let's give this cheers to everybody supporting this live. God bless you. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now look at it. Look at the way I've braided this down. This hair will be good, especially for those that have short hair. This one will be able to go on it. So when you braid it down like this, you've already secured the extension. You go ahead and release this one down. When you release it, go ahead and grab this other one. Look at the one that is 2 times bigger. Go ahead and grab it. When you grab it, what are you going to do to it? Move your mannequin on a section that is okay for you to braid the hair. Then you go ahead, grab this with your left hand. This is my left hand. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Thank you so much for your support. So you go ahead and grab this. When you grab this with your left hand, hold it. Take this extension, place it on top of this. When you place it on top of it, what are you going to do next now? Look at it. You're holding it. This is my thumb on my left hand, and that's my index finger on my left hand. Go ahead and start braiding. Simple method. Simple method for beginners. Simple method for beginners. The only thing you're going to do, making sure that the extension here is covering the hair in the middle. Then you now go ahead, take this one. This is my right hand. If you're a left-handed person, use the left hand to start. I'm starting with my right hand first. Take this and grab it. Bring it in. Now, look at the way I bring it in. When I bring it in, you now grab this, secure it. Take your left hand, take this one on the left, bring it into the right. When you bring it into the right, grab the one in the middle. You've started braiding this hair already. Very, very simple technique to get into braiding. Now, look at it. The only thing you're going to do now, share. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Share the live and like it. You don't know who you're going to help by coming to learn as well. Anybody on your contact, share, please. So now look at it. When you have this one, you just use it to cover it. Start braiding. Use the extension to cover the natural hair and start braiding the hair. So when you get into braiding and you feel like that this one that has the natural hair is too much, go ahead and section the hair and split it and share it to all those ones. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much on this live. God bless you all. So let's go ahead. I'm braiding the hair down, and I'm making sure that this one I have in the middle, look at the natural hair. I'm using the extension now to cover them. Make sure it's covered. What it does is that it makes your braid look very, very neat, and it's going to last longer. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now let's go ahead and keep braiding. We'll keep braiding until I get to the point where the hair extension, the natural hair is, and I'll stop. Because I'm not finishing the braid, because I'm going to show you, not today, by the time we finish up all this hair, I'm going to show you how you can be able to coil your hair when you're doing your hair. Or maybe like, I'll see how it goes. Maybe on Monday. Let's look at, most people are braiding now. They don't know how to end the hair. Maybe on Monday, this one that we've done so far, I'm going to show you how to end the hair. Then you can understand this. While you're braiding, you're as well coiling the hair, or you're making it straight, or you're twisting the end. On Monday, when we do our practical, I'm going to show you, with this one that we've done so far, I'm going to show you how you can end the tip of the hair like this to make it beautiful. If you want it coiling with bending rollers, I'm going to show you how to do it. If you want it straight, I'm going to show you how to do it. So now look at it. See the last one we did. Can everybody see it? This one look like natural method. This one doesn't have any rubber band. Neither it has, you can use crochet pin. It's look beautiful. So any of the method, for those that are saying rubber band is bound to the hair, let them go ahead and do this method. That is absolutely okay. So now we've done this method. We have some minutes more. We are going to go straight into the natural method. Now we've done the rubber band method. We've repeated it twice now, so we've done about 6 methods now because we repeated it. So now we're going to do the rubber band and the natural method, the 3 methods related to the natural method. Let's go ahead and do it before we run out of time. So when it's time like this, I'll say, see you on Monday. So now I'm still waiting for the day that you run my like to 100K. I've been saying it. Any day that like will get up to 100K, I'm going to dance in front of you. But then if not, if it's 50K, I used to do one part of the dance. Let me not do it now. Thank you so much for liking the video. I really appreciate it. And God bless you all. God bless you all for doing that. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now let's go straight into the natural method. If you're watching me and you want to use the natural method, the first two I'm going to do, they are simple method as well to get into braiding. They are simple method to get into braiding as well. So if you want to go ahead and use this natural method, go ahead and use it. It's three methods I'm going to show you on the natural method, but the last one is the main one I want everybody to move up to. But then if you didn't get it, don't worry. Any of the method, when you use the 6 method, any of the one that is okay for you, go ahead and use the method. So now I'm going to go straight. We don't have time, we don't have much time. Let's go straight and do this now. So now you parted the hair you're going to be working with. This one that you're not working with, what are you going to do with it? Use your clip always to hold it. Then you brush out this hair. Look at it. Always comb your hair. I'm teaching you the same thing. Whereas I'm teaching you, I'm still practicalizing what I'm teaching you. Comb it, because when you get used to it while you're training, it's going to be part of you, right? So now you're going to go straight away and get the extension. When you get the extension, this is my extension. Make sure that your extensions are the same sizes when you're doing your braids. Not where you can increase the hair, natural hair, but the extension should be the same thing when you're braiding. Don't increase the extension because you increase the hair. No, let the hair, if you want it big, or ×2 of what I'm doing, increase the hair but not the extension. Let the extension, if it's medium you're doing, let all the extensions be medium that you're taking. If it's micro you're doing, let all the extensions be micro you're taking. If it's jumbo size you're doing, let all the extensions be jumbo size. It will tell on your braids that they are okay and clean and neat. Don't let one be big and the other one is small. That is riot. Size riot. We don't want it on the hair. So now we'll go ahead. We are doing this method now. This natural method, the first method. Watch this method I'm doing. This method is simple as well. If you want to get into braiding, doing the natural method, this is the first one. You can go, this one is simple too. This one is very, very simple. This method I'm going to do is simple because I see many professionals using this method as well. So now we've splitted this hair into two, to ratio 2:1. What are we going to do? With this method now, we're going to cross it. I told you I'm going to explain something to you. The reason why we do this extension ratio 2:1. Because when we are doing braid, we need 3 strands. We need 3 strands. Now that we are section it into 2 now, having our 3 strands, you see that 3 of them are equal. Can you see it? No one is different. The reason why they are equal now, because this smaller part, when you cross it over, you join the 2 smaller parts together, it will not give you one of this size. That is the reason why we do it ratio 2:1. So when you're doing your braiding, all of them will now be life restriction. Why? Your life contains things that may find uncomfortable and as restriction. Why are they doing all this one again now? Which one is that? What did they put there? Eh? Turn. I don't know why they are doing this now. They say life restriction. I think we are going to put this life off now. You see, one thing about, please don't write anything. The thing that is written already now, the system have captured it, like writing Amazon and all those things on the system. Now it's captured it now. They said restriction on TikTok. Do you see it? Please, when we start, tell them to tap. Please keep tapping, because at the end of the day, the only thing is that when we talk about hair, we just want us to speak everything about hair. Talk about hair. When you want your mannequin, go ahead and get it on TikTok shop, I said. But don't write anything under the comment section. Now, it said restriction. Now, we are going to put this, I'm going to put it up. Remove the comment section. Remove it from the comment section. How do I even see it? Let me see whether we're going to see it back now. Let's go ahead and delete it. Let me see if I'm going to see it. It's long ago now that this person have written this thing. All this restriction, I don't like it at all. TikTok, they are so very sensitive. Like any small thing, they'll be restricting you for doing nothing. Okay, this is it here. Buy it from Amazon and Shein. How do I even delete it now? I click on it. Where is it? Cancel. Mute. Block. Delete. Cancel. Which one do I put there now? Is it mute it? To remove it? I removed it. You see? I don't know. You see, and they will now reduce this thing. Let's just go ahead and put this one off. Let me put it off, then I'll come back again like in a few minutes time, because I don't know how we're going about this now. Let's go off and we'll come back. Mute and unmute. Mute and unmute. A very good life. We really appreciate. Yeah. Yes, good life. Please go ahead and type it, because now these people, here they go. They have banned every demon coming to come and disturb me here. Every time we are just doing our thing, no, just live the life. No, just live the life. Yeah, that's the best thing. Let me go and live the life. Then, if you have me on YouTube, go ahead and join. Let's conclude this. But apart from that, on Monday we are going to start. We are going to come for the class. Yes. So let's. You said no. Who said no? Good life. Yeah, let's go. Let's put it off. That's the best thing, because if not, they just reduce the view. That's what they will just do. So let me go ahead and end it. Then give it like 10 minutes. Then we'll come back. Let me see how many minutes they give on the restriction. Even let's see. They said visible life. Yes, life restricted for audience. Your life contains things that may find uncomfortable has been restricted. Reason, commercial disclosure, and paid marketing. Nobody paid anybody here. This is the 10 minutes. Okay, let me put it off. Let me put it off. But the only thing is that, yeah, if you have me on my YouTube, the YouTube is Grace Lawendhair. You can just join me there, or Facebook, join me there until we end this live. Then on Monday we're back to the normal, so that all these things will just clean up. Thank you so very much. And I really appreciate everyone. God bless you. Then we are going to put up this Facebook. If you're joining me on YouTube, it's GraceLawendhair. If you're joining me on TikTok immediately, it's GraceLawendhair. So let's go ahead and just put it off. Yeah. These people there, they are so man, no talk a beg. Very, very annoying. Very okay. Let's go ahead. Sorry about that. On TikTok, their rules are really sometimes. I don't know. Let me not make comments. So let's go ahead and continue. So now, when you're doing this, we're on Facebook now, and we are on and YouTube. I'm not going to stop this until I finish it, because normally I used to upload this thing on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook have it in full, and if you want to watch the videos again, you have it in full. So let's go ahead and do it. So that is why sometimes I want to be streaming on different platforms. There will come a time, if it's just one day on YouTube, we'll go ahead and do it on YouTube. If it's one day on TikTok, we'll go ahead and do it on TikTok, because I don't want them, because one restriction affecting other people, I don't want it like that. So now let's go ahead. Sorry about what is going on. So now we're doing the natural method now. What we are going to do straight away with the natural method, you see, while you're holding this hair, you're holding it like this. So when you hold it like this, the next thing you're going to do, go into your natural hair that you're working with. We've already combed this natural hair. What we're going to do straight on it is that take this extension, place it on this, hold it with your thumb and index finger. When you hold it with your thumb, let me adjust it a bit so that we can see it. When you hold it with your thumb and index finger, the next thing you're going to do on this is that take this one that you have, which is the smaller part of it, start plaiting this hair. You know the way you plait hair. Let me show you what you're going to do. Take this one, you've placed it, is the 3 strands, place the middle there, hold it. When you hold it, take this one, go ahead and do this. When you do the first plait, you go ahead and do the second one. The second one is, you should be landing it in your hand like this. Go ahead and land it here. When you land it in your hands, you go ahead and take this one in the middle, separate these two hair. When you separate the two hair, you go ahead and start plaiting. This method is absolutely very easy. This method to do the natural hair is absolutely easy. Look at it, very easy. If you can go ahead and try this method, this is the simplest among the natural method. That's the simplest among the natural method. So the ones that have the natural hair, use the extensions to cover them and start braiding. Look at me, I started braiding already. Can you see it? You go ahead and start braiding. When you start braiding this hair, it's like going ahead and braid this hair. You braid it until you finish this. I think maybe go ahead and finish braiding the hair. Make sure that your extensions are covering the natural hair. Make sure that your extensions are covering the natural hair. So you go ahead and do this. Can you see it? You go ahead and plait it. When you continue to plait until you finish it to that point. Very easy method. Very easy method to do. Very easy. Can you see it? Very easy method to do. Very easy. Can you see it? And it's very secured. Very easy and secured. Can everybody see it? Very easy and secured. In fact, this method is the simplest among the natural method. This method is simplest. Go ahead and try this method. Go ahead and try this method. So now we have done this method. Now the next one we're going to do is the natural method. But then this natural method, the natural hair is going to be the third strand. The natural hair is going to be the third strand, in the sense that when you take the natural, if the hair is short, you're not going to be able to do that method I'm doing it on the hair. So this hair needs to be long like this, or maybe half of this hair. At least it's lengthy a bit. So let's go ahead and pass the hair. Then we start. So you go ahead, take this one. When you take this one, you hold it. When you hold it, look at it. Can everybody see it? You hold it, take it from the hair, from the other hair. Then this is the hair we're working with. This one that you're not working with, take it, use the something and grip it to this point. When you grip it, you're going to go ahead and comb this hair. When you comb it, you go ahead and comb it. Can you see it? When you comb it, you have it this way. When you have it this way, the next thing you're going to do, go ahead and grab your extensions. And when you're grabbing the extension, make sure that the extensions are the same sizes. Well, they are the same sizes, but on this occasion, we are not going to split this extension. This method, we are not going to split this extension. We are not going to split the extension. Look at the extension the way it is. We're not going to split it. So the next thing you're going to do, grab the natural hair you're working with. Look at it. I've combed it already. Take this one like this. Don't split it or anything. Take it like this. Place it on top of this hair. Place it and hold it with your thumb and index finger. What it will tell you is that you have this one. This is the third strand. This is the one that you use as the third strand called the hair. Then later I'll show you what to do. The comments are hiding. The comments are hiding. Can I redo that method, please, ma? Oh, can I please? Oh, sorry about that, Rena. I don't know which method Rena is saying on Facebook. Please, you have to be specific. I just saw it now. Okay, I'm here now off TikTok. You're here. Okay, sorry. When you're asking me to repeat any method, please, Rena, I can see you. Just tell me which of the method. That one before this. That one. Okay, that one before this. Okay, let's finish this one, then I can do it. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Don't worry. Let's do this one. So while you're holding this one, because I've started this one already, while you're holding this one, this hair is going to be the third strand. Then you go ahead and take this hair and braid immediately. Simple. When you braid it, because if the hair is not long, you cannot do this method. When you braid it, go ahead and keep braiding. But the only thing you're going to do now, when this one comes in the middle, you cannot continue to braid this hair. You cannot continue to braid this hair naturally on its own. Go ahead and take some extension, borrow from here, put it there. Take from this side as well, borrow from it and put it there. Then you now go ahead, hold it like that and continue to braid your hair. This is the method. You continue to braid the hair. Can you see it? And when you have that one in the middle that have the extension, in this occasion, if you want to split the natural hair, you go ahead. But if you don't want to split the natural hair, just leave it like that. Make sure that your extensions are covering the hair. Then you go ahead and braid. Can you see it? You go ahead and braid. You go ahead and braid it. Can you see it? Go ahead and braid. Continue to braid the hair until this hair is like this. Continue to braid the hair until this hair is like this. Then you go ahead and do it. You see, very, very simple methods then. But this one, the only thing you're going to do on this method is that you're going to go ahead and do what? And borrow some of the extension and add to the natural hair, because you're not going to braid the natural hair up to this point. You're not going to braid the natural hair up to this point. Can you see it? It's very, very secure. That's the second method for natural method. Look at it. The second method for me. This is the first one, and that's the second one. On YouTube, Rena said I should repeat that other method. Then I'm going to repeat the other method for you. Then we'll do the last one. Then we'll call it a day for the class. So let's go ahead and repeat that first method I did for Rena. Then we'll do the last method on it. This one is a repeat now. This one is a repeat because she wants to see it. Let's go ahead and do the repeat of this. Then when you do this repeat, the next one I'm going to do is the main natural hair that I have to grab the hair from the root with the hair. Then we'll go ahead and do that. Look at this. We'll comb the hair. Make sure the hair is combed. We are combing the hair already. When you comb the hair, grab your extension. This is the extension. I grab the extension I'm using. When you grab the extension, you keep it. When you grab the extensions, you keep it, you go ahead and do what? Split this hair into 2:2:1. This one we have on our right hand should be 2 times the one you have on our left hand. You have to cross it when you're doing this method. Go ahead and cross it. Can you see the way I crossed it? When you cross it like this, it's like this. You have the other 2 sides this way, and you have the other 1 side this side. What are you going to do? Look at the way I'm holding it. Then you come to the hair. Watch this method, Rena. I'm repeating it for you now. Thank you, ma. I appreciate. You're welcome. So now, look at the way the extension, after crossing the extension, you're going to hold it this way. When you hold it this way, you come and get the hair you're going to be working with. Place this hair in the middle, like look at the way I'm placing it, holding it with your thumb and index finger. I've already said that thumb and index finger play a vital role. So you go ahead, look at this handle that is here now. Go ahead and take it like this, plait it. You're securing it. Go ahead and plait it like this. 1. Then when you're coming on the next one, put your hand like this, use it to secure it. When you come to this middle, you now separate this one. Look at the hair that you have here. Separate it in 2 and the extension. Then you just go ahead and start braiding. It's simple. Very, very simple. Can you see it? You just go ahead and start braiding. All you have to do is make sure that the extensions are covering the natural hair. Very, very simple. This method is the simplest from the natural method. This method is the simplest from the natural method. So if you want to use it, if not this, just go ahead and use this method. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. Even more than the what is it called? The rubber band method. It's just that while we are doing that rubber band method, most people don't even know how to braid at all. So if you know how to braid and you have the idea, go ahead and use this method. You see, very quick and easy. I'll show you while I finish it up to this point. I'm going to show you. Look at it. Very, very nice and secured. Very, very nice and secure. That's the first method. Now we've done the first method. We've done the second method. Now I'm going to do the third method, that you'll be holding your extensions in your hand. 1 extension in the hand. When we do that one last now, I think it's going to be the end of the class for today. Then when we come on Monday, we are going to, there is already 2:01. When we come on Monday, we are going to repeat all this method, and I'm going to show you guys how to end the hair. That's the 2 things we're going to do on Monday, so that by the time you're braiding, you still know how to end the tip of the hair. So while we finish that one, when we finish this one already, then we're going to show you how to do. Thank you so much, Ifabuchi. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. So now let's go ahead and do this one more. When we do this one more, we'll call it a day. Then next week, I'm going to be thinking of which of the style of the day I'm going to bring in here for all of us to learn. When we learn that method, you can go ahead and try it on your hair. I'm going to do something next week by the grace of God. But on Monday, when we do our practicals on Monday, I'm going to teach you different methods with hot water, how to end the tip of the hair, so that by the time you're braiding, you go ahead and end the tip of the hair as well, with which of the method you prefer. So now comb this one. When you comb it out, you have it combed out. And everybody's very, very, you see, even the mannequin himself, I don't know why it's always tangling as it's here. So that is how the hair here is tangling. You have to comb it out. So I'm combing it out as well. So now we are going to take the extension we are going to be working with. Now we grab the extension. When you grab the extension you're working with, it's like this. You take it. When you take the extension, you go ahead. What are you going to do with this extension now? We're going to part it in the ratio 2:1. Ifabuchi, this is your style, oh. This is your style. She knows how to do this method. She learned it that this is the method that cross. When you cross, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to flip it into one hand. Now I've explained different ways of flipping it. You take your thumb and your index finger, these 2 hands, hold this one. Then these other strands, your thumb and your index finger on the left hand, hold this one. Then you go ahead and place this one there, supporting it with these 3 hands. Then the next thing you're going to do, go ahead, this is your middle finger, place it like this. Yeah, you know, you're turning, you're holding this one, securing it, but the only hand you're turning is your right hand. You turn this right hand. When you turn the right hand, what will come out is your index finger. Put your index fingers in this hole between this hair. Then that is it. When you just do it like this hair now is going to relax on this one. When this hair relaxes on this one, when you're grabbing the hair for this natural method, that is the first thing you're going to grab. Split the hair, use your hand to grab this one when you're doing the hair. So now, look at it. I'm holding it on this hand. Let's go. Yes, ma. I'm almost done braiding my own mannequin. And you see, very soon now you start taking clients. So Very soon, after which you start taking class. When you finish it like that, snapping picture, doing it, taking it off, then you start getting clients and be doing your hair, collecting your hair, appointment for your hair. So now this is it. Now we are going to braid this hair. Now what we are going to do now is go ahead and take this extension now. Please look at my hands. Look at my hands. See my hands here. This is the thumb and this is the index finger on the right hand. Before you now go ahead, you open this hair, open that hand small like this. Go ahead and grab it with this hair. When you grab it with this hair, let me make sure and when you grab it with this hair, you now take your left hand. Your left hand, this hair like this. Separate, take part of it hair. When you take the part of the hair like this, look at it. Then you now come and grab this one here, move it to this side. When you move it to this side, take your index finger. This is my index finger. Put it in between this natural hair, split it into two, and you now dip your hands into that hair that is two. When it's like this, you now take your normal hair, take it, grab it. You see? Make sure you hold it from the roots. This is where somebody asked this question: how can you hold this hair? It's me, or your voice is skipping. Oh my God, it's me or your voice is skipping. It's not. I don't think my voice is skipping. People are watching me from here. Yeah. So I think maybe it's the network, but the network here is okay. So now look at it. When you now hold it, the difference between this hair extension is that we're holding this one from the root. And now make sure that your extensions are covering the natural hair. You go ahead and keep braiding. Look at it. Keep braiding the hair until you finish it. This method is good method if you want to go really into the business. Yes. If you want to go into braiding business, speaking on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's the network. Is the network. So I'm going to show you this method. You see this method we just did now is the last method I want everybody to do. But if you can't get it now, go ahead and use the first method. This one is even related to it. And it's really simple to do that method as well. If Abuchi, have you tried this other method? You didn't like it. And did you try this method? This first method we did on the natural method. Write it on the comment section if you tried it. Try it. Have you tried that method? Did you try it? This other methods, you know, the one that you place like thread like that. That one is the simplest. Look at it. Look at the hair. Look at it. Now, that's the natural method. This one, you grab the hair, the extensions are splitted into the hair into the three places. So that is just it. So now, everything about hair, we've done it. Let's go and come back. No problem. We are ending the live very soon. The only thing is that we are going to coming on Monday here, 12 p.m. UK time. Thank you so much for everyone that is being patient. The only thing about hair now is you have to practice. If Abuchi now is saying that she have already started braiding her mannequin, she's almost braiding the hair fully. If you want to learn or if you want to get into business with it, go ahead and get your mannequin, braid the hair fully with a mannequin like the way we are doing practice now. Look at it. Anybody that sees this, you did all this one to this point. Yes, I'm going to buy. Yes, go ahead and get one. Yes, but my mannequin is so synthetic. If Abuchi, you just try and get another one. Oh, try and get another one. You can have two. Me, I have like 6 or 8 in this house. If you have that money that you want, that spare money, just go ahead and close your eyes and buy the human hair so that you'll be happy with it. You can have 2. It doesn't really matter. And those 2 that you're having is not just for you alone. As you're learning, your children will still use it to learn. My mannequin in the house is lying everywhere. My kids will just go on it and start braiding. So the more you keep it in the house while you're using it to practice, you think it's just waste. It's not a waste though. Those children are learning their own right away for future purposes. So if you buy it, it's not a waste. It's good for the whole family. So if Abuchi, I'm talking to somebody on the Facebook, go ahead and invest in it. Even if it's 30 pounds or 40 pounds, go ahead and get the human hair one. You can have 2. It doesn't really matter. Make sure you have the ones that you're happy with when you're doing the hair. Hard to look up for your Facebook page. Oh, thank you so much, Adebimpe. Thank you so much. God bless you. I've seen you. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. So that is just it. That is the reason why. One thing about TikTok is I don't want to even talk about any platform now. They are really doing well, but sometimes their guidelines is so strict that any little thing, the machine will just pick it up like that. So let's follow me on other platform. In case it comes like this, we'll just switch over and continue our lessons. That is how they, until we give them the time to resolve that restriction. So thank you so much, and God bless you all for joining. I really appreciate it. 12 p.m. on Monday UK time will be the time. Practice, practice, practice. Everything that we have done today, I'm going to send in the videos. Like on YouTube, I don't need to even send the video because I'm just going to put it out there. If you want to rewatch it on YouTube, go ahead and rewatch it while you're doing your practice. If you want to rewatch it on Facebook, it's there on Facebook. Watch it. It's only on TikTok that we have to clip it and send it part in part. But I'm still going to send it part in part like that for TikTok and YouTube as well. But then on Facebook and YouTube, the way I have live here, I'll just put it out there. You can rewatch the live again if you're doing practice. That is just how it is. Thank you so much. God bless you for coming to class today. Go ahead and practice. Whatever your wish of coming to this class, you're going to get it. Like learning for your kids, learning to do practice of making it as a business, whatever, or doing it on your own self, go ahead and do it. Thank you so much. God bless you. My name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. I'll see you on Monday. If I have the time to come show up on Sunday, I'll show up. Because sometimes I used to show up on Sunday because those ones working in the weekdays, they don't have time to do it in the weekday. So sometimes I just show up in the weekend for those in the working in the weekdays to be able to capture some things or learn one or two things in the weekend. So if I have that time, I'll come up. But if I don't have it, we'll keep doing what we're doing until God say so. Thank you so much. God bless you. And my name remains Grace Lowen. I'll see you on Monday. Bye, everyone. And God bless you for your support. Bye. Bye. Bye.